Hello Cancer followers of Astrolada, I'm Rad and I will forecast for you Taroscope for Sun in Virgo. So let's see what the cards has in store for you for this period of time. The first card, whoa, it's Seven of Pentacles. And with this card you have to go one step at the time in this period. You shouldn't go ahead of yourself, and by going one step at a time, I mean you should go from the easiest step of whatever you're intending to do toward the hardest one. And this speaks for really steady but secure progress that you will make toward a future success. By doing so, making small steps at the time toward the development of your achievement, you will also kind of scale certain things according their worth to the efforts you do in order to bring them online, and thus there are things which will drop off your plate, and at the end, even if in this particular time it will seem kind of lost to you that these things will fall off your plate, you will see that in a long term these things are just burdens of yours, and actually you will be quite grateful that this particular period of time, Sun in Virgo, kind of presented you with the opportunity to kind of take down things that doesn't really have a particular success, and will bring you just to stagnation of yours at the future, because at the end you want to have at your plate only things that will work in your favor. So by that being said, you will be granted the ability and the fortune to kind of start removing also obstacles on your path moving forward from now on. And you can use that to remove any kind of obstacles, let's say especially for work. There could be a minor project that you don't want to attend to, and you have the opportunity to convince your boss, your supervisor, that they are not actually worth it, and you can do much greater things, much bigger projects as you start making them step by step and bringing them online. In relationship, that card is a little bit more hard. Will be more hard on you, as a certain relationship may turn out that they just don't worth it. But by this you should not accept that as a big loss, because this card shows in its literal meaning, tells you that there is something that is waiting you just around the corner. You just have to make few steps forward and it is there for you. So basically, if this is your case where a relationship just doesn't work anymore, it is poisoned and you are only torturing yourself being in it, then feel free to let go of and move forward with your life, as another one is waiting for you just around the corner. For some, this will not be the case. For some, the case will be that they're not satisfied of where the relationship is anymore, and they're not seeing any progress in it, being just dating the person. So this is a brave step toward making further progress of one's relationship. But again, you need to know that this has to be step by step. Do not push your partner into some big jumps, big involvements and commitments. Like for example, you are just dating and now you want to live with your partner in the same place. This will be a very big step, but you can bring them with little steps toward that particular end if you want to. Let's see what the other card is and how it combines with the Seven of Pentacles. The next card, that's Six of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles coming into a combination with the Seven of Pentacles, that speaks for extreme stability if you are willing to give more than you are currently taking at this particular moment. You need to know that the Six of Pentacles is kind of a little bit karmic card, saying that if you now are willing to give more than you are taking, in the distant future you will start gaining more than you are actually giving. So this is kind of you should see this as a particular investment into your long-term future. With this card also, you should be willing to give help to those who need it without actually expecting something good to be in return of yours from their end, because the goodness that you do will be returned to you from someone else when you mostly need it. So with the Six of Pentacles, of Seven of Pentacles, speak that these slow and steady steps that you will have toward your further progress will be actually somehow coming to you as a big effort, and you will start having doubt, is this particular thing that you are after is worth it? Let's say that this is job, you have a big project in your plate, and you're really giving everything from yourself, and even beyond that, as you're spending, let's say, an extra time for it, and it just doesn't really go anywhere. But with this, you should know that in a certain state, when this period Sun in Virgo passes, your efforts will give fruits. That's definitely so. Don't regret whatever efforts you give to a certain matter of yours, because they will be granted an unfoldment into the future. In a relationship, you may feel like you're giving more than your partner and you're contributing more than your partner, but with this card says that your partner at this moment may have a certain obstacles or certain blockage or another things that they need to attend to, so you have to be there for them, and thus you can make a progress in one relationship, even in one marriage, if you want to do that, if you want to place it that way. Because after all, why two people are together if they're not supporting one another, and at certain points one does give more than the other, and in the future the other will give more to the one. So with these two cards, I can advise you, give you guidance to not let go of things which has a potential in a long distant future, not in the short term. What comes in the short term says that you will not make as good progress as you want to. I'm not saying that you will not make progress, it's just it's not going to be as good as you want to, but in the future it will be better than you expected to. So the next card which comes is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is really peculiar combination because the Wheel of Fortune negates Seven of Pentacles. And that speaks that you do have options available in front of you. You don't want to go for slow and steady success. You want to burst out. You want to be successful now. You do have the opportunity to do that. You just need to know that this involves a certain risk, because the wheel revolves, wheel spins for you, and you can get your opportunities. But is you gonna get your opportunities from the upper side of the wheel where they're good, or you will kind of make a mistake and will take the opportunities from the downer side of the wheel where these opportunities are kind of traps for you and they are leading you nowhere? That's entirely up to you. What can I advise you is to little bit negate the negative side of the Wheel of Fortune. You need to take a little bit of time contemplating on these particular opportunities of yours which the wheel present to you, and scaling them for what you give and what you gain. With the wheel, you should give less than what you gain. This is how you will know that the opportunity worth it. Another thing with the wheel, how you know that this particular time came of you taking advantage of the Wheel of Fortune. Everything falls in chaos around you. Everything falls in chaos. But you alone are not affected by it. So basically you're taking advantage of the chaos around you and you're exploiting it toward a further success. What you need to know is that if you do that, you will be very busy, because things happen sudden, things are unpredictable, and you have to go with the flow as going with the Wheel of Fortune. And that's particularly for a business comes as there will be unexpected opportunities for you that you can explore and go forward with them, but what will be the outcome of them? Will they be successful? Well, that remains to be seen after the period Sun in Virgo passes. So if you are a person who likes to gamble and who likes to take their chances, you can do that and you can find yourself very successful. Just so you know, you have other option available to go for slow and steady success. It's at the end up to you to do that. You just take care of your own prosperity in this particular time and go with what you're more comfortable to do so. As always, thanks you guys for watching, and you stay tuned with Astrolada and the other readers, because what guidance they will give you is also helpful, because I cannot cover the global population with just these 3 cards. Well, see you guys next time, and you take care now.